In the final lesson of Unit 1, 13 and 14, it starts by talking about the different kind of models that you can see. So linear, quadratic, cubic, and piecewise. And it starts kind of describing those. And we've kind of talked about linear and quadratic at the beginning. So let's go down to where they start with the t-chart, okay? We've done this before, so let's just do a quick recap of this. If we look at the x values, they're increasing by 1. But then if we look at the y values, they're decreasing by 4 each time. And because this first level is consistent with how it does, it is a linear function. And what we would say is, as input values increase, the output values decrease at a constant rate of 4. Okay, so decrease, constant rate of 4 is kind of the important part. Now, if we look at letter B, we can see that the x increases by 1 each time. But as we look at the y values, this one decreased by 10, this one decreased by 6, this one decreased by, it decreased by 2, but then this one increases by 2. And so you can see that's not consistent, but when you go to the next level, this increases by 4, this increases by 4, this increases by 4. And so since it's the second level, we're going to say it's quadratic. And the reasoning for that is the second differences are constant at 4. So again, it's the second level. There is symmetry in the output values, and at x equals 2, y equals -3 is a minimum output value. So if we see at that point 2, -3, that's where it's changing from a negative slope to a positive slope. So that points the vertex or the minimum value because it's the lowest point of the graph. Now, one thing we didn't talk about too much is the next one, which is a piecewise. But if we go to look at what's happening, this one increases by 3, this one increases by 3. So pretty constant right now, plus 3. But all of a sudden, it changes how the constant rate is moving. It's not all different, but from here to here it is, and here to here it is. So it's two different pieces within the function. Therefore, it's going to be a piecewise. So the consistency is in different parts. So A says determine the two open intervals where the rates of change are two different constants. So the first one is 3. So from when x is -3 to 0, the rate is +3. But then when it goes from the x values being from 0 to 3, the rate changes to -1.5. Now it says write a piecewise function of the model. Well, the slope, how it increases, is 3 in the first part. And if you notice, they actually intersect at 0, -4, both of them on the switch. So that makes it easy to see where the y-intercept, okay, because they're linear. So 3x minus 4 for the top half, because the slope, and again, the y-intercept. And then for the bottom half, -1.5 for the slope, and again, that y-intercept is 0, -4.